we have been in the era of, steel windows, wooden windows, and now it's more towards UPVC. So how has that transition been, and in terms of technology, and what do you think is the next upcoming technology?
I think technology is something which will keep progressing. I think we all fell in the era where we've seen radios still smart. In similar way, I think the technology in Windows is also improving day to day. Today, you're having UPVC, and back then we had steel doors. We still have steel doors in our old Bangalore. Yes, we have agnostic look. That is something which will never replace. Yet again, we try to replace it with advanced technology, which will help clients to enjoy the benefits of these products. Let it be sound, because we have a lot of traffic in Bangalore. Sound is something which we keenly look into. Next, we have pollutants like smoke and dust and weather. This also helps keeping all these okay and have a better, healthier life inside your home.
It's wonderful, wonderful. So, Harish, how did you end up into this field? I mean, were you always into this industry, or did you start it by your own?
No, I was not in this industry. To a surprising point, I was part of NC's book. I worked in various types of jobs. Primarily, it was all into sales, sometimes support. We call that BPO.
Okay.
And I worked about 6-7 years in that. And then later on, worked in another company which helped me learn managerial stuff like proper sales, talking to ensuring that we do calendar management, time management effectively. And how I got into this, it was very interesting. It was me and one of my friends who were trying to collaborate on this particular piece of topic, which we were very much interested. And we tried collaborating, but unfortunately it could not. But fortunately, I was mentored by his father. And I think he's been a great mentor in helping me understand about products, or in terms of, most importantly, how disciplined you need to be as an entrepreneur. In terms of your time, dedication, and also knowledge is something which you have to be prepared with. And knowledge is something which is inevitable. You have to learn to do your job better. That's how I ended up starting my own company. 2020, though we didn't do anything much in 2020. But 2021 is the year when we actually started ramping up our sales. And year on year, we saw growth. We have a proper factory unit which uses all high-end machineries to manufacture your windows. We avoid manual labors or manpower to fabricate a window. We use machineries so that gives out the size.
So you said that you were mentored by a certain person. I mean, in every field, we need someone to look up to and try to follow their footsteps. So in terms of mentoring, was he the sole person who taught you about this thing, or did you have your own R&D where you researched online and stuff?
I think mentoring itself is not enough for anybody to learn, but it will just create a path for you in terms of where you can lead to it. Now that you have basic pointers in terms of what you have to look into, I think I just built upon over what I've learned, researched more, because in India you have limited resources. And across the globe, we have so many other competitors. Yeah. In Bangalore alone, we have about 200 fabricates. So there's something to learn from everybody. Good, bad, ugly, everything. So you just need to have that. One thing I learned from him, on a precise note, is to have a customer's eye. Yes, customers tend to look at, we buy a new car, we are excited. Yeah. But we tend to miss out on certain small scratches or anything. Probably will not even think of.
Okay.
Probably is probably, since it's put on YouTube or somebody is trying to make it a sensational about some company think that they have not done the right job. That is when customers have realized. In similar manner, I think in our industry, I have the customer. Even before anything goes out from my factory, I do the inspection.
That's great. So basically, your USP is you single-handedly take care of each and every order.
Yes. The primary USP is that I follow an industry where product and service go hand in hand, and it has to be
okay.
Because we are more of product is one thing, but if your service is not that great, when it comes to your service is categorized from the time of manufacturing or cutting the sizes, welding it, delivering it during the transportation. Also, you tend to damage the goods. So we ensure that we have our windows and set it. So we take utmost care, and that's something we
actually quite nice to see that the owner is very much involved in the distribution part, because usually they give it to their manpower and say that you're delivered here and here. But that's good to know that you're there with every client, taking them by the hand basically. Then it's delivered to the this one.
Basically, because I like to go and engage the client, because once I have the first initial conversation with them, the only intention is to learn what exactly they need. And if we are able to cater to them, okay, as we have to ensure that we are truthful to them. If it is possible, it is possible. If not, you just have to come back to them saying that, really sorry, but we have not a solution. Okay. So having solutions in our company's name, last name, is there is a purpose.
You just said that you partnered with
Last.
So, I mean, how did that partnership come into being?
Yeah, so since inception, I mean, from 2021, we tried different varieties of materials available, products available in the market. So we were trying to understand it is, we have a very mixed crowd here, not only in Bangalore, everywhere.
Okay.
You have people from the budget, have people who don't want to know what is there in the product. They just want to fit in them and get over things. And just to please themselves, they say that, okay, I have a window which is
okay.
But there are varieties of. When you break it down, there's so many elements to look into. One is the polymers which they use, and the amount of titanium dioxide which goes into it to ensure the brightness of the window. When you look at the white color, there's so many varieties of it. Okay. So when you look at different vendors or different brands, you see the whiteness shimmering different.
Okay.
One has a lot of shine. One has a lot of matte finish. There is no glossiness on it.
Okay.
The one is more brittle. You can break it with your hands. Some are more elastic in nature. So we look at all those components. So we were doing our trial and run. As in when any business goes, you will try to bring in product to meet your customer's requirement as much as possible. So back then, we were going to a client and we're saying, okay, what do you need? Okay, you need a window with this budget? I can get it. So we were trying to do that. Okay. But over the period of time, I realized the market is so diverse that you rarely find good products. And if you do, yeah, they are expensive. The problem is educating the clients. So we took that risk of upgrading ourselves and sticking to only one product rather than looking at a diverse portfolio of different brands, because you have brands from China, they have brands from India, manufactured Coimbatore, Hyderabad, everywhere. So absolutely, make in India products are something which you have to promote, definitely. But there's something much more better and advanced, which are from different countries, especially European, in Germany. So we try to bring them in. We consulted Alok Plus in an expo.
Okay.
That's when I fell in love with the lamination colors, because that's the trend now. Okay. A lot of architects and even as an individual, they want to have color on their windows. So aluminum, you have numerous millions of colors. But in UPVC, you're limited in the market. Okay. A lot of brands, especially in the segment where I sit, they have about 6-7 colors or max 8 colors. Okay. We are the only ones standing in the market at the top, 16 lamination colors. Not only that, if you have a large order for us, if you are a builder or if you are a person with unique taste, we can always give you a color of your choice. It's just that it takes a little time to develop, because the development and R&D sits in Germany. Though we have a manufacturing head extrusion unit in Gujarat, all of it comes from our head office. That's in Germany. We are a partnered fabricator with them and customize it.
Wonderful. So basically, you have a lot of customization and colors, which not many players in the market have that option to give to their clients. So in terms of clients, color tone and what is their taste?
Exactly. I think sometimes we end up confusing customers with the amount of colors we have because they, the wife likes a certain laminate and the husband is looking for something more stylish and niche. But yet again, sometimes they said, okay, but we also allow them to have lamination on a single side. So we don't promote that much because it doesn't make much of a difference for your costing. You hardly save about 150 rupees per square feet. That's not much compared to the entire budget of the house. You're saving about 4 to 5% of the entire budget.
Okay.
We recommend them to go for the laminate on both the sides. But we give them a choice, but nobody does this, but we give them a choice in selecting the hardware. Because in hardware also, we have different brands. We have brands from India, have brands from China, and you have, I'm not saying Chinese or Indians are bad. They're equivalently good. It is just the warranties differ. And when I say warranty, it has to be easy for a client to get a warranty claim.
Okay.
So unlike other brands where they try to send a person, they charge the client saying that, okay, visiting charge, we have to come and assess what is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And 99% of the time, the customer is wrong. That is what is made. And whoever is doing the car.
Okay.
What happens at that time? The customer is charged.
Okay.
And what we do is that we just go ahead and replace it from the date of your invoice till 5 years. We ensure the validity of that warranty is with us.
Okay.
What happens? We come with the sets of replacements. Go to the client's house, replace it, no questions asked. We take the damaged part back to us and we claim it with the company. We do the fight for it. So that's where we differentiate. And also that's the option which is available, which not a lot of them are educated. They just say first 1 year is free of service and warranty is claimed. But actually, the warranty is for 5 years. Companies don't want to take up that service-oriented. When I was talking about brands, Indian, Chinese, and we also have options for German hardware. Yeah, it's a little heavy on your pocket. Ones with which the Indians and the Chinese products are available, it will serve the purpose absolutely great. Comes also with warranty. But if you want an extended warranty, like a 10-year warranty, that you can always upgrade yourselves to a German-based brands. We also use that only for specific, functional doors and windows. There's something called lift and slide and port. We don't use none of the hardwares we use from India or China. We use it from German.
So in terms of safety factor, so there are a lot of people, they try to sell a product saying this is our best. Okay. Of course, every material has its own temperature withstood. And taking into account the recent incident which happened in Bangalore where, that hookah bar caught fire. And there was whole debate that, Bangalore, most of the buildings are turning into glass windows and this one. So it's difficult for the people to get evacuated. So in terms of your product, you can give a great insight as to how your material is superior than the ones who try to say that they are better than you.
So first things first, our materials, I'll break it into two parts. Our materials will never be used for facades.
Okay.
Because mainly these are windows. Ideally, you will not see them in front of a building unless it's a residential building.
Okay.
So if it is a commercial building, it's always aluminum which goes over.
Okay.
Because that's a facade that has more strength. And on the sides, you'll have your regular windows. It could be aluminum wood or where they fail is because of not having the adequate safety features for fire in case of a fire. You have fire safety windows. You also have fire safety doors. So there's a differentiation there. Let me break it into three parts: aluminum, wood, and UPVC. Wood, as I said, it's a fuel for fire. That means in case of fire, you'll just ensure that there's even more. You'll feel like you're sitting at a fire. Aluminum, it will not melt until unless it has the right temperature for it. Again, for that to melt, it needs thousands of degrees to melt. So in case of fire, the glass is something which will eventually break. But how will you get through it? You will end up touching or probably resting on the aluminum, which is going to be hot. Because of the fear, you'll not move in or move out. But UPVC has a lower temperature in terms of melting point. It's in the hundreds of 200 degrees Celsius, where the windows will melt and the glass will also break. So that means it's already opening a cavity for somebody to move in and go on. What happened in Koramangala is very unfortunate. Probably, our departments had to take the stringent action on those who did not follow the rules and regulations. But we can always look into solutions. We already have solutions for fire safety in terms of glasses. We can use certain types of glasses to ensure it avoids a lot of heat in case of fire, and hardware, where you can turn the hardware and it opens up a certain space for air to be entering. All of that can be taken.